Hello everyone, welcome to episode 10 of PressL2Podcast. In this episode, we're going to have a kind of retrospective over TRG, talk about the previous projects, anything in particular that comes to mind, and everything in between, even Dragon Ball for some weird reason. Hope you guys enjoy.
So I guess if everyone's here and more will be coming, I guess we're just good to start.
All right.
Don't forget
Welcome
to bring up
everybody.
Wait, we started?
No.
Is there like an intro?
Yeah, think of an
This is
intro.
an
Think of an
intro.
intro.
Is there a thing I should be looking at other than the text channel?
Last time on Dragon's Ball phone controllers. I don't know.
Controllers.
I'd watch it.
Memories.
my God.
Memories.
Goku would never be able to destroy Tim at Tetris Attack. That's the one challenger that Goku could never beat.
Well, then here's the thing. No, we're the throwing controller character. The people in throwing controllers are characters from Dragon Ball Z. So, Vegeta would be John.
Because he's just always done with everyone's shit. Uh-huh.
That sounds about right.
Bulma would be Lucajin.
Who?
Bulma's Lucajin.
Oh, but okay. And does that mean that Bagel is Trunks?
Yeah.
This is like
Okay.
Oh god.
What
Emil is Master Roshi.
This
podcast
Wait,
No,
what?
because Master Roshi. No, Emil's too innocent to know any of the things Master Roshi knows.
Oh no!
podcast.
I don't know anything about Dragon Ball.
But he's awesome. But he's just as crude and and lack of filtered.
Anttie! What is up, all my good-looking gamers? It is Anttie right here. Tolinelli.
It is indeed Sunday.
Oh, great!
It is Sunday.
Quick, how do I get Greg out of here? Well, party's over.
Well, party's over. Time to remove the podcast. Okay, are we recording?
Yes, it is recording. We just got off on a tangent on thinking who from TRG is Dragon Ball characters. So we already got that John is Vegeta, Lucajin is Bulma, and Bagel is Trunks.
Bagel.
So Suga is Naruto?
No, Suga is Goku.
Suga is Naruto. Got it.
She's a
Alright.
Okay, so maybe Tim is Piccolo.
This
He's got the green motif since he does all the Zelda
is
stuff,
true.
and
His
he's
He has the
musically
green.
inclined, and the name is Piccolo.
His color is green.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This podcast is brought to you by Dragon Ball Fighters.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag I could still beat L2P in a match anytime he desires.
That's a call out. Whoa.
It is a call out. I've been telling him about this for a long time.
And then he puts a text in the beginning of the screen that says, "I hope you die in Mario Kart."
Okay,
Alright.
so what else can we talk about? Are we actually recording?
Yes, we are, but
It's very time.
Are we gonna cut that out?
Are we actually?
yes, because I was actually gonna make an intro. Yes.
Oh, okay, so I haven't made it to the intro yet? Or we haven't gone to the intro?
We did
No,
it,
because
but it's
we got
terrible 'cause
distracted by
went on this
Dragon Ball.
Oh my
tangent.
god! Well, that's our intro. Hey guys, welcome to our new episode podcast. Episode 10?
The 10th.
Yes.
11.
Episode
No, that's-
extra. Extra large.
Welcome to PressL2 Dragon Ball Fighters.
PressL2 Podcast.
Yes,
Hey,
everyone.
paisanos! Welcome to this podcast. I shall be the hostess with the mostest today. My name's Mr. Luigi, and let's get a head count and see who's joining us.
That's actually going to be in our intro, right? We're like scrapping everything out.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Every time someone says that, it never gets cut out.
That's one
Introduce
part of it.
yourself.
Okay, anyways.
Got this.
All right. I guess I can go. Hello everyone. I am LordGamerJarsus Christ, rival to Lord Donator.
Alright.
And I am everyone's favorite Pokemon talker, AceTheRockruff.
I'm your musical hat, Azran127.
I am. It's Sunday, my dudes, aka Anttie. I don't know. I have identity crisis. All right. My name is Anttie.
You have
I think.
many
I think.
Oh wait, that's another person.
Oh wait. I am many names. Yeah, I gotta do the transitions, right?
I was gonna say that. You're I have many names. I didn't know you are having an existential crisis.
Also joining us from beyond the land of speaking is Kirbun. So I'm sure they would say hi if they were there. If they were here.
Kirby, he's the name you should know. Kirby, he's the star of the show.
Well, no, they aren't the star of
Copyright.
the show. TRG is the star of this episode.
That is correct.
Technically, so show.
Be number 10.
Conceptually speaking, sure.
Yeah.
We have joined together today to celebrate everything about TRG.
From
How
the
fitting,
beginning?
since from the very beginning when every single one of them was born.
Well, they're channels.
Yeah, actually, it's been quite a crazy ride because I didn't even find out about TRG for quite a while. When did everyone else find out about TRG? And how did you find out?
I found out since their very first when they played Mario Party. Actually,
Gosh, how long ago was that? Wasn't that in like 2011?
2011.
Oh, that was
literally-
2009.
No, you're thinking of one of the three.
I'm probably thinking of Emil Connor, who started in 2009, maybe. I think he started later than that, too.
TRG's started at 2011, so that would have been 10 years ago?
No. Oh, wait.
Sorry.
How-
Oh, shit.
You talking about Emil? No, yeah, that would be 10 years. No, it's 11 years already.
11 years in the making. That means 11 years was also go to Emil.
Yep.
Because
Emil is
recently,
11 years old.
His channel is 11 years old.
He started his channel as soon as he came out of the womb. He was just like, "Well, hi everybody, it's Chugga-Con."
He started making channels before he came out of the womb.
Oh my
what
god. All right,
Jackson?
going back to how we discovered TRG, I will go now. I discovered TRG after watching Chugga Conroy's videos. The first episode I watched was their second LP, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, with their first fourth player guest, Josh Jepson, the best Yellow Toad.
The best Yellow Toad you've ever seen.
Yep.
I mean, it is true. We haven't seen any other Yellow Toads.
Yeah. So what I thought when I first watched the episode, of Super Mario Bros. Wii, I did thought that the Runaway Guys was a four-player collab channel because it featured Chugga Conroy, Taylor Guisan, Proton John, and Josh Jepson. Was actually 3 people. I thought Josh was one of the main cast of the Runaway Guys, but apparently not.
Actually, didn't we talk about this? Who has had the most screen time?
The fourth player podcast.
Yeah, who has had the most screen time out of all of them? Was it Josh, Masay, or Luca?
I'm pretty sure it's...
I want to say...
At this point, maybe Masay. If you include Twitch streams, it'll definitely be Masay.
I say Masay.
I actually do want to say Josh Jepson because he appeared in 2 LPs, Wii and then Wii U for Mario. Then some tournaments. Yeah, he was for tournaments, and he was there for Throne controllers. But
Masay made her debut in tournaments as well. Luigi made her debut in tournaments.
One LP. Whereas
Has Steven been in more than just 4 Swords?
2.
So many people talking at once.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no. I feel like the longest would be either Josh Jepson or Lucajin, because they both appeared in 2 LP.
Yeah.
I was going to mention Lucajin.
Lucajin, yeah, I mean,
I feel like Masay has done more of the side stuff, though, like all the Fortune Streets, because she's the guy.
For sure.
And yeah, for Throne controllers as well.
Yeah, she definitely helps a lot. Everyone that just usually comes straight together, and oh boy, from the time this being recorded, we just recently saw the PAX East 2019 Throne controllers, and
we have been.
I haven't yet. No spoilers.
Well, I just want to say that you still got to give it up for how great they tried to fix all of their tech issues, because even though they had their issues, it still was a pretty great show, and we still thank you for being able to put it on in the first place.
Watch as John's glitchiness somehow also goes over to the second part of PAX East. Just like it did for the first time when he just mentioned it.
Now, John, it's some butterfly effect, and something that happened at PAX East is going to affect the next PAX West.
And that sucks, because that's the one I'm going to.
Have fun.
It's the West Coast. That makes more sense. I mean, what?
See, all we have to do is just make sure someone is recording it this time. Because, yes, it was really good last year, but No one got it recorded. I think someone won the audience challenge, not audience, just the video game challenge. They won the challenge with 1 frame of time left on their clock.
Wow.
If they were just 1 frame late, they would have lost. So that was pretty exciting.
Nice.
That was unexpected to hear that.
PAX moment over there.
So
Epic PAX moment number 1.
So we talked about the LPs from multiple guests, but out of all of the LPs, I'm just curious. Everyone here, what's your favorite LP that they've done and why?
Oh, that's so many.
Oh my gosh.
For TRG,
Can we separate the categories from the first player type of LP and the 4 players-ish, the multiplayer LP?
I mean, there really not much. I mean, are we talking? So yeah, are we talking about like every single LP, like all the LPs, like one specific one, or
we could try to separate it by single player and then multiplayer and then all together.
All of the LP playlists, like from different games they have done on TRG, on the channel. Out of all of those games that they've done for the channel, which one is your favorite?
I can go first. For single player, I guess Super Metroid. Because that one, I love seeing Emil finding new things. And then that also gave me the courage to actually try out Super Metroid. And then I beat it before the final episode, so that was like cool for me. But if I were to say multiplayer, it would be 4 Swords for sure. I still love the moment where Tim stole the 1,000 gem and everyone died.
Tim needs to be savage more often.
That was also Steven.
Even also the same thing like 10 episodes later. Those were the best moments. I love the sense of competing and then just working together.
In what's supposed to be a co-op game.
Exactly. And it's one of those LPs where I actually root for player 4 than anyone else.
Mm-hmm. And it is crazy that you say that Super Metroid is one of the best for Emil, because it's just so different to see him in that light, because everyone's used to Chuga Kanoi being like that super detailed guy who has like multiple sheets of documents for everything that has to done is in a game and wants to make sure that he covers every point so that everyone can understand just why the game that he's doing is so good. But to see him go into completely blind and not know anything, pretty much seeing like a different side of him and seeing how his brain works with new information instead of information that he already knows and is just reverberating to us.
It's like an actual person is playing a game blind.
Yeah.
We all know Chuga Kanoi isn't real. He's not a real human. He's some kind of robot.
He can't see.
So you're saying that Emil is now forever a robot instead of a human being?
Beep boop.
If we're judging people by playing blind on whether they're real or not, then Lucagen's the most real person we know.
Yeah. It's the most accurate AI because it has flaws.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Lucagen has a book.
That is true.
Now, see,
And
you
that's why he
mentioned
doesn't know
competing in
anything
a
about
co-op game.
sex. Because he doesn't know about sex because robots don't need to have sex.
Oh God! Please
Stop talking.
So much explained.
Can I go
I'll
next?
read a book sometime soon.
Can I go next?
Yeah.
Okay.
As for single player, I will always love the Sonic Adventure LP. Like the 1-player LP for when they take turns. I honestly would say that they're all funny enough for Sonic Adventure.
I think John's Big the Cat voice just made that LP one of the best.
Froggy, where are you, Froggy?
It's adding entertainment to an otherwise very boring gameplay of just fishing. Because even people who love to fish, me included, will agree, yeah, it's nice and quiet, but man, is it boring. That's why you always want to have other people with you.
Whenever you fish, just scream out Froggy. It makes things 10 times better.
If that part of the game didn't exist, we wouldn't have gotten the very awesome Sonic Overdrive short that just came out.
As for my favorite multiplayer is actually a tie between New Super Mario Bros. U and Mario Party 5. Since
Wouldn't that be the start of John's streak?
Talk about John's streams?
Streaks.
Oh, I was going to say...
winning.
Oh, yeah, I'll get to that, but I was going to say, I love the new Super Mario Bros. U LP because not only was it my childhood, but it was also the many moments that I loved that they brought Josh back for, new Super Mario Bros. U version. And since then, I would always watch their videos. And then Mario Party 5 happened, and there was a lot of stuff that happened from John Streaks into that one coin mishap.
Yes.
That one coin karma from years ago that Slim wanted so badly.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, when the AI first won.
Yeah, the first AI win tormented and taunted the real life players of TRG. And Slim got his karma revenge of giving Emil a one coin loss against Mario.
I still refuse to call that an AI victory because it didn't happen on an actual board in party mode. It happened in one of the side modes.
No, it happened in party mode, Mario Party 5.
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
Wait,
Yeah.
which board?
Mario
Toy
Party
Dream.
5.
Toy
Yeah,
Dream?
Yeah, the first
Dream.
board.
The very first board. Oh my god,
Huh.
Kirbun just made a bad pun. He said that was the best part. I suppose you could say the chances of that are happening are slim.
But
Slim.
Wah, wah.
Oh,
I
I looked it up and I immediately saw Slim Kirby's video of his reaction.
I
Nice.
love that.
Also, wasn't Super Mario Bros. U the one where they all did that one level in Star World? What's it called? The Star World.
That one go. They
The one go. That's what it's about.
I love that. That's my favorite moment.
I always wonder when they did that. I wonder how the people living next door, since they're in a hotel, I wonder how the people living next door heard all the commotion.
Didn't they say that they have had people complain about them?
That's what I was expecting.
Probably.
Worth it.
I mean,
Worth
I
it to the
wouldn't
end.
doubt it with Emil.
Of course, with a meal.
I mean, that's
Poor
I think one great thing about him living in his own house now is that he doesn't have to worry about being too loud.
Probably. Yeah.
Damn you,
His neighbors could hear him.
We'll
Based
see
on
Oh,
how
you
it.
soundproof some
his
stuff.
neighbors could probably hear him.
Oh boy.
Just get a bunch of the sound foam or something. Actually, that stuff is probably very expensive.
Very
Yeah.
expensive stuff,
Very
yeah.
expensive. All right. Can I talk about my favorite TRG LPs?
Of course.
Very well.
All right. So my favorite LP with just the main three would be Kirby's Return to Dreamland.
Yes.
That's like
Ooh,
one of my
I
favorite
have
LPs,
not
like
remembered
only
that in
featuring
so
them.
long.
Yeah, I really like episode 9, the Water Gong Show. Getting those 2 gears, or getting that 1 gear with water over and over again. And
I was gonna say they finally had to face an actual challenge.
Yes.
and then the Emil's very famous Sinister Elmo.
Someone love his face at that.
Yeah, Sinister,
Oh,
the
man.
Sinister Elmo voice from Magalore.
I cannot.
Ow.
I cannot do that voice.
I
I like
tried.
that, but more high pitched. Yeah, and I guess like for 4-player LP, it would be Super Mario Bros. Wii. Their very first 4-player game
Yes.
with Flash Epson. I really like
Which was
it.
the second one.
Like, what do you mean second?
That was the second LP they've ever done, isn't it?
Oh,
The original Mario
yeah.
Party was the first.
First
Yes.
first 4-player LP.
Which was the second LP they did. Yes.
You meant to say like the first LP that had 4 human
Yeah.
players.
And
Yes, yes.
also, like, my favorite part about that LP was John singing "I Am an Asshole." The bubbles, always fun. And when they got to World 8, they struggled on the 3rd stage a lot, and there was a lot of yelling.
I remember one moment where John bubbled on purpose and said, "Thanks, Maxwell."
Oh yeah, that's another one. Like, it was episode 4 when they were trying to get another star coin again.
Oh man. Oh,
Don't forget the moment where Tim died to the Goomba, the first ever Goomba.
Oh, the first death to the Goomba, calling him Bob, probably.
Poor
And then-
Tim.
Yeah. and then I guess my favorite like one-player game would be Sonic Adventure because it's just fun to see how badly the game plays. Like the gameplay itself, not that they're bad players, but no, the game is kind of bad, but it's also funny. I would recommend more Old Man and more Big the Cat voice.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, bigger cat.
Buy my audiobook.
Has everyone had a chance to go?
If I could just jump on real quick, because I mostly agree with the last one, that Kirby's Return to Dreamland's probably when I discovered them, and that's also my favorite, especially just because they made such a big deal out of fighting over the darn energy spheres.
Yeah.
It's really not a big deal in hindsight, but the way
Yes,
they
it
fight
is.
over them.
If you're going competitive, yes, it is.
Especially the part where John just went ahead and grabbed that one part that Bill screened for. If you all know
Working
what
together doesn't mean that you don't have to be competitive.
And I wouldn't say this is a favorite of mine, but just a quick little shout out to Castle Crashers, because that was Jake's one appearance on them, and I miss Jake.
Yeah, I wish
We all
they would
miss Jake.
come back. I wish he
Jake
would come
showed us Danganronpa and Ace Attorney, and I jumped on that bandwagon after him, and I love it.
I guess I could say something real quick. So I never actually said how I met them, and then that Return Dreamland was actually a good segue. Har, segues, filling in for many names. Har. Anyways, I actually knew all three of them separately before they formed the channel, which was a funny fact. I knew Proton John because of his old Smash Bros. Brawl videos when I was like 9.
Yes.
I knew Suga since the Paper Mario, and I actually found NCS's channel through Mario Galaxy 2's Let's Play, I think. Let's Play playthrough 1 and 2. And then like one day in 2013, I was thinking, hey, let me watch a random LP of Return to Dreamland. And then turns out I saw a channel, and the first thing I heard was, hey everybody, it's Sugar Connor, I'm writing this weird thing. And then followed by a couple other people, and I just realized, wow, I know these people. I never knew they formed a channel together.
When you said,
and that's how it.
But they were on the run. Of course you wouldn't know. You weren't supposed to know.
Azran, once
you run away.
Once I heard this NCS playing Super Mario Galaxy 2, I immediately thought of the Green Star intro, like that song intro.
That was a good song.
That was a good one.
You want to find a star with a green shine.
Oh, Green Day.
All right, so what's our next topic or next
We're
part?
still going on with the whatchamacallit.
Actually, it's funny that you say that they ran away, because it's hard to believe that that's the reason that they had the name, was because originally they kept quote unquote running away to different conventions before they just decided, you know what, I've got a house, why don't you guys just come to my house?
You mean it wasn't just because Emil liked Earthbound?
I thought that was the main reason.
No, that is one of the reasons, and we all know the story of them just bouncing names out of each other. That's how we got a glorious name such as PressL2P.
I got it. PressL2P! And that's how one PressL2P.
And this is how the channel was born.
It's
Such
a good
beautiful channel.
Shout out to PressL2P.
We have different opinions.
And of course, when they didn't just go straight to Emil's house. During the whole Super Smash Brothers Brawl, they were actually at John's house for a few of them. And of course, John locked Emil out of his house.
That
was a good moment for Smash Bros. I'm surprised no one said Smash Bros. Wow.
Actually, yeah, because I think that would be if you were watching them from the beginning, that would be the one where you actually like solidified their personalities. Because everyone for the first LP is always like nervous, like trying to think, okay, am I doing this right? I'm with a bunch of new people.
Yeah.
And then with Mario, it's like, okay, that went pretty well. Let's add a new person to this. And so they added Josh, and then with Ball, it's like, yeah, no, the three of us were pretty fun by ourselves.
Well, they didn't just add Josh. Tim got married.
Tim
and
his wife.
So who's the kid?
Emil.
Emil. His boy Sugar.
Actually,
oh, that's
John.
right.
Daughter Johnny.
Daughter Johnny. And his
wife.
So we've talked about what our favorite LPs from them are, but now I'm curious, if they were to do an LP in the future, what's a game that you would like to see them do?
Ooh, that's a good one.
And why?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, gotta show your work, guys. Just because it's Sunday doesn't mean I'm
that
gonna
would
have
never
to
happen,
do
and it's very specific to me.
Hmm.
A live action footage of them building the Nintendo Labo.
Ooh.
The Nintendo Labo LP in general. would be
I am a
amazing.
darn sucker for Labo, and seeing those three argue about how to build the things would be hilarious.
No, Emil, I need the damn G part. No, but I already have the G part. I've been putting together the D right
Tim,
now.
did you already finish that and paint it? Oh yeah, you
yeah.
were just arguing over there. It's fine.
Yeah.
Rips the Labo.
So, and of course, it's like John's idea for doing a live action cooking.
Ooh.
Oh no, that wasn't his idea. It was Lucagen's, and of course, John would be on there, and just every episode something catches on fire.
Can one of those things be a meal?
Yes. I mean, he already is made out of wood, and that's flammable.
Well, it's not like that. Even better, to put him in a Pikmin costume for some Pikmin-themed part of the show, and then that catches on fire, and he runs around like the helpless Pikmin he is.
I just
You know what? That could be a new incentive for Coliseum, for the next Coliseum. They bring an embarrassing outfit in. Whoever has the most money donated towards them, they have to wear that costume. I'd like to see that. Anyone else?
I think I would try to go.
What?
I can I can give it a go if you guys want me to.
All right. What's yours?
I just thought of two LPs I would like to see them do. For a 3-player, which is just the 3 of them, obviously. I would honestly like to see one of my favorite Pokemon games, Pokemon spin-off game actually, Pokepark 2, which I think would be interesting at least.
Pokepark 2 is really good.
I love Pokepark 2 a lot, and I would love it to see if they do the second game. Probably the first game because I never grew up with the first Pokepark. But I would love to see them do the second game. As for the special player 4 episode, I would like to see them with Luigi playing Little Big Planet 3, because since they already did Luigi with Little Big Planet 1 and 2 already.
That's probably the most realistic possibility that we've said so far.
Yeah. And I also talked about that a couple of podcasts ago too. And
Oh yeah, you did mention that.
Yeah, I did, and that's only the realistic one so far.
I guess I could go. I didn't think of a good first-player game aside from like some random JRPG, though that's gonna take a long time. But the fact that you said Pokepark would actually be a good idea. I really love Pokepark 2. I also grew up with games as you did. Never played the first one, but always played the second one.
I forgot that a second one even existed.
I think I still have the hard copy in my drawer somewhere. I'm like staring at it right now.
I'm so glad somebody actually grew up with the game just like me.
Yeah. Other than that, I really want to see Mario Party DS or Dokapon Journey.
Oh gosh, Journey! I think they've just said would just be like hell for them. But
exactly,
they're gonna do all the Mario Party. They'll definitely do every single Mario Party except for the GBA one.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Because I'm ready to come 10 since I always wanted to see 4 stores, and that's my wish was already granted a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
So something like
DS.
makes
sense. It's like it is a 4-player game.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to get Pokepark 1 soon, but I will eventually for like a future YT channel I will have soon.
How to make a Let's Play.
How to make a Let's Play. Step 1, learn the mechanics from TRG. Step 2, get your email account and get ready to spam like crazy to get your YouTube channel.
Step 3, profit.
Perfect.
And step 4, you made it. Now what are you going to do? Get yourself equipment? Don't worry. Get your credit card, and all we need is your expiration date.
You know what they actually need at LP? Get ready. Ready? Hold your butt cheeks. Minecraft.
Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing a spin-off, going back to the Labo, a spin-off of them doing board games.
Ooh.
They have done D&D on Steven's channel.
Game, but yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, just them being And again, it could go back to John's being like, "Gosh dang it, Emil! This is the 5th time I've landed on your space. Can you cut me a break?" It's like, "Sorry, John, $250, or you go to jail."
John would be absolutely mad at Emil more than Tim because who can
no,
beat
he'll be
him?
Because
more
Monopoly
mad.
is all about luck. That's all it
He'll
is.
be more mad about his roles. That's
Yeah.
how good, I quote,
Hence,
role is.
sorry, I almost thought what word I was going to say. I was going to say, like, hence example number 1 of why John's crappy rolls are so crap. Number 1, Mario Party 6.
Mario Party
Yeah.
6, number 1.
Just
But
yeah.
5 ones in a row. Just amazing.
Oh, I think you made a second joke without realizing it.
Yeah, you made the second joke. Number 1, John keeps getting 1.
Yeah, Luigi's number 1.
Oh my god. Dang it me. Why did I have to make a dumb joke that is so bad? I have turned into a meal.
I mean, it could be worse. So let's not make that joke. Also, can I say what future LP I want to say?
Very well.
All right. A future LP, I guess for like a relay race or a single player one. I feel like everyone at that point might have already played Mario World. I'm pretty sure.
Super
But, like,
I
Mario.
never finished it, but I have
the original?
played Mario World a lot.
I mean, like, in like Super Mario World, yeah, because like I mean, John,
Oh,
okay,
Super
no,
Mario
actually, they have all played it because like John has played it technically like through ROM hacks, and oh
Smooth.
boy, do we
John
wanna
played
ride
a Mario
on
World game?
Mario.
What?
Move faster, Pokey.
You said it, not me.
I don't care. I have no regrets.
What else? I do agree. I would find it enjoyable. They actually did set up a labo. I mean, Tom did it once. I mean, well, he was drunk. I would never want.
Wait, does
I would
Tom
be
have a bot of that? I need to see this.
Yeah, no. Tom unboxed the labo while he was drunk, and
Oh, you
just
didn't put
an
it together,
unboxing.
though?
Send me a link to that. I want to see that.
I
video.
will do that. Yeah, after this podcast, I would not want them drunk, but it would be funny and scary. Because I do not want to imagine a drunk John, a drunk Tim, and a drunk Emil.
I can ask you a chunk of meal.
No,
No.
please no drunks. I like it that you guys stay not drunk.
No, it would be fine to. No, it would be weird to see a sober John.
Sob.
Because remember, he still has to put up with Emil.
Yeah.
Speaking of Emil, out of all of the things that have happened for him on the channel, what do you think is his best moment? And by best, it could also be worst. I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's become infamous now. His whole Daisy scenario.
Well, if we're talking stream wise, yes.
Guys,
well,
is this more of a topic change? Because Xavier had that he brought about if we're switching topics.
well,
Oh yeah.
I think he's going back to like what he likes about TRG, or like what's his how he discovered them first, and then like what's his favorite.
Well, it
No,
was.
he mentioned an LP that they'd want them to do and asked if someone could say it for him.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Yeah. If someone wants to read that out, then before I change topic.
all right, I can read it out. An LP that we want them to do. Honestly, oh yeah, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, probably World of Light.
World Light.
This is the third collab on the number channel. Was Super Smash Bros. Brawl for Subspace Emissary and a tournament. That was nice. Yeah, I really like Subspace. That was good. It would be something like a revival of an old collab. Each player will get a number of either tribes or souls. I mean, this is also like I guess yeah, that could work. Before the player switches to another one, it would be very interesting to hear what each player would say to the areas, especially after the first stage. If I put it simply.
Yeah, so I think he's thinking like a Steven and
World
Mal
Light.
style LP, which I don't know if they would do this soon because Steven and Mal are doing it right now, but they could definitely.
I'm pretty sure
It
And
up
they
at
how
some
recent
point.
the game is,
would do it
and
as
how
a
far ahead their schedule is.
adventure. They would do it. Yeah.
I am back.
I mean, Steven and Mal waited to do Brawl because TRG was doing it, so now we kind of got the opposite situation.
I mean,
And,
they'll do it probably.
And TRG records things way ahead of time, so
We'll never know.
Yeah, we never know when exactly, but they
I
are
do-
doing Pikmin 1 at the moment.
Yeah, I do wish they would actually explore a little bit more. Like Sugar Conroy would give like more details about like some of the stages instead of like just going in somewhat blindly. Because they because they thought like when they did Subspace Emissary, they thought Taboo was supposed to be a glitch, and I'm pretty sure that's not it.
Which glitch?
Like no, like they're saying that
Lore-wise?
Taboo is a glitch.
Wait,
I
Lord.
read somewhere that he was supposed to be the embodiment of the adult world trying to take over your childhood wonder.
But that's just a
Something to that
theory.
effect.
That's just a theory, a game theory.
Oh, was that a
Yeah.
Matt Pat thing? I didn't want to quote Matt
I think
Pat.
it was something before Matt Pat said it.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Going back to all right. So now that we discussed what Savior wanted to as their
Say.
future project, so what are we discussing now?
What was the most
Uh,
epic sugar moment from
Epic
good
sugar.
and bad?
Epic Chicken Conroy moment. Let's see.
All right, let me quickly drop the bombshell first. 1 second hero
Oh,
from 3D World.
I liked that one, but not as much as I thought.
I loved it a lot.
What are we talking
1
about?
second hero. Sure, Conroy's epic moment in TRG, and I said 1 second hero from 3D World.
Oh yeah, from 3D World. Yeah. That was a really good moment for him.
You can just get all hyped for that. I can definitely see
All
it.
the
Yeah.
screaming was everywhere. I raised my volume up the second it said turn your volume down. I gone deaf the next day. Oh, so worth it.
You've been warned.
I've been warned.
And you disagree on turning down your mic. You turn it up to max anyway, and you have like, I have no regrets.
Sugar Conroy's tradition.
Yeah.
That's
Or in
terrible.
his words, bring it on!
Can I go next for the best worst chugga moment?
Yep.
Yep.
What was yours?
My favorite best chugga moment would be the one time that he actually ended John's streak is by finally winning a one board in Mario 47. After all of that punishment he's been through for skipping 2 entire boards of torture, 2 games of torture that he's not won, he finally got his own board win in Mario 47, ending John's streak.
Satisfaction.
However, the worst would be, I don't think I would consider this worse, but I would say his worst would be the many failed attempts of New Super Luigi on that one level, or where they keep dying over and over. I would say that's probably not exactly what I think, but I don't have any specific worst moments that Emil has, but I think that's as close as I can get since I don't have any worse moments for him.
Okay. I guess I can go next, right?
Yep.
All right. My favorite moment from Emil would probably be when they were about to end the 7th chapter for Dokapon Kingdom. He ruins everything.
Tower of Babel.
Everything.
I would say that's more of like him and John, because John was yelling a lot.
But Emil was the thing who started it off.
Emil was Emil started it, and oh my gosh. I guess another one I also like was I think it was like Mario Party 2. He got a hidden block. He got a hidden star on the last turn.
What's the pirate one?
Yeah,
It was
Pirate
Pirate
Land.
Yeah, and the pirates. That one will always be my a very good part in there, because that scenario is right there is one way how I met my best friend of all time, and it's pretty good because I was walking through the computer lab and saw him showing that to someone else, and we had already met each other through Street Pass, and then when I saw that he was also a fan of TRG, I was like, it was like that scene from Step Brothers. Did we just become best friends? Oh, I think so.
Nice.
Please don't watch that as a kid. That's a rated R movie, I think.
Hey, should we also do the meal? Should we also
Yes, let's do a meal.
I was gonna say, should we do Tim and John's best and worst moments too?
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
Yeah, Tim comes next.
For me, any the 1000 gem from what's it called? Four Swords. Yes, I cannot Triforce. Four Swords. That was so funny. The biggest move I ever seen from Tim.
Well, I mean, it's also mostly Stephen, but Stephen. But yeah, he also. I mean, it's not the first time. He used a boomerang to get the 1000 gem.
Yeah, he's the one who did it first, and Steven did something similar afterwards.
Oh yeah, I guess if you said it like that, then yes. Yeah, that was a really good pick.
Yeah.
I can't think of a bad moment there was a part where he was gonna clutch something for. Oh, he was trying to clutch the final level for Mario 3D World.
Wasn't that
With
Chugga?
Bowser. No.
No,
It was him against Bowser.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the 3D World level where they're on the rolling logs and Chugga's Rosalina.
Yeah. That's when I said it was my favorite sugar moment. I don't know what's up with me and Mario 3D.
It's a good LP.
It's a great LP. Thank you, Masai.
Actually, all of the
Mario
LPs are good. I don't think there's a single bad LP they've done for that people don't universally hate, except people really got upset with the first Little Big Planet.
Really?
Because they was like getting upset with all of like the Mexican stereotypes that they were making with the Mexican penguin, and then they did that very proper, almost like British episode where they talked all fancy and stuff, and people got upset at that too.
Aw, it'd be like that.
As for my best Tim moment, I would say that Bubble Ninja he did back in the very second LP with Josh Jepson.
Oh yeah.
That ninja bubble.
Not the roller coaster. No.
I will not forget that one moment where he turned into a bubble and then suddenly went invisible, and everyone was so confused.
Yeah, I mean that is an actual glitch. So
it was even explained a few times by some other YouTubers.
Yeah.
As for the worst moment, I would say that he got a game over in New Super Luigi U.
Wasn't that like the only one?
Yeah, the only game over we had.
Oh yeah.
That was the. I felt bad for Tim.
Was it the final level as well?
It was the second to last level.
It was the official very first game over and the only one that we've ever seen. It probably besides Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah. All right. I can go next, I guess. My favorite Tim moment. I was not really a fan of Tim, but like when he did like Wheel of Fortune, he was really, really good. I like that.
Go Tim.
Go Tim. I think he fought really hard for 3D World. That was like a great effort especially by himself. Just like one more moment, but I can't think of anything right now. But my least favorite moment about for Tim is when I see he wasn't really doing well in New Super Mario Bros. Wii and Super Smash Bros. Subspace Emissary. I facepalm a lot, like when like he died like out like constantly and like I mean like most parts like where he like died and like oh man really.
I mean not every.
Suck, but, like through like now he's like, getting really better with games and like I like oh man Tim's actually really good at this.
He's usually good on games with D-pads, if I remember.
I mean, Super Mario Bros. Wii also had a D. He also kept bringing up the home menu button. Like, it's close, but not that close.
Power. Because he wants power.
Well, you got it. Maybe big hands. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Emilio said it too. His thumbnail kept hitting the button.
Or no, he was holding it. He was holding it.
I also forgot to point out, I also have another favorite moment that's tied with mine. Is that one moment where he completed all 50 jumps in Hot Rope Jump
Hot Rope Jump from Mario Party 2. Oh yeah, that one.
Yes, that was all his own good moment. I love that so much, and everyone praised him for it.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Woo, go Tim!" That was like a type of a moment of mine with an intro bubble.
Anyone else?
Nope, nothing.
Unless anyone has moments from Pokemon Snap, that was Tim's pretty big solo LP.
I haven't really watched that. I should. I just like commentary. Like,
I mean, there's plenty of good pictures.
Okay, so I'm actually surprised no one said Wheel of Fortune.
I did.
Someone did.
Someone mentioned the Wheel of Fortune, but
what specifically? Go back to Pokemon Snap. When you said Pokemon Snap, I thought I should say an honorary mention to the Smug Eevee.
Oh, that's how we have our Smug Eevee. That's right. I thought that was just someone gave us.
Like our Snug emo in the TRG fan server, which y'all should join. Hashtag shameless plug-in.
I
don't think
This is
LTV ever
unofficial
includes these
channel.
plugs.
I would also like to point out, as an EV fan myself, I love that moment.
Part of my contract.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so on to John's best and worst moments. Who wants to go first?
Oh boy.
Originally, I was going to say I'm an asshole, but...
Yes, we know, but we're talking about John right now.
Remind me to after this podcast. All right. No, but for real, one of the best John moments I can think of at the moment would be the part where he killed everyone in New Super Mario Bros. U after King Bowser. Because they all agreed not to personally kill each other or not go out for blood. And it was all until that last episode where John finally kills everyone. And Bowser.
Have murdered you all. I've been waiting for this.
That's all great.
Worst moment?
I like about John. Or what was your least favorite moment?
Worst moment. I was going to say Tower from Dokapon, but there's also the ones and 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 the ones. I ever mentioned the ones? Yeah, there's also the ones.
Those ones.
Oh, and
those ones.
What ones? Oh, just those ones.
Those ones.
Those ones.
Oh, and can we not forget about this one?
And that one.
All right.
Okay, this joke is visually on its course.
I think the one that John has never made me just belt out laughing before it's very obscure. When they were doing Wii Party, there was a specific minigame where they had to twist the Wii remote to make the character walk a certain distance.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yes, and everyone thought that, oh no, I completely missed it. But then,
oh yeah.
But then John got it and he's just like, yeah, I did it! Woo! Fuck you, America!
Oh, the metric system part. I love that part. I was going to say that, but someone did it for me.
Okay, but you can't mention Wii Party without Wii Party U and the famous moment where Emil has no idea what to think of.
Oh yeah! How independent John is!
John is very independent. Very dependent.
But he beat that.
He depends on his fist in order to hit Emil.
Oh, can we also remember about the Piece of Time reference of Spider-Man in Wii Party?
Oh, that's right. When they were doing the scooter.
Oh yeah, the scooter. The one where John lost.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
All right. Let's see. Has everyone gotten a chance to say their best, John?
Did you say it?
Oh. I have not.
I have not went
yet. Then do it.
Fine, the Lord shall do it, which is I. All right.
I was
favorite John moment. I am an asshole. I really like that. Mostly Mario Party, where he targets Emil, like in Mario Party 2 at Bowser Land, happiest place on earth. He stole a star from Emil. There's like one more I remembered. I guess him reading out Emil's terrible Wheel of Fortune answers. That's also a favorite Emil moment. His terrible Wheel of Fortune guesses.
I kind of almost want to see him on the show to see what he does.
Yeah. Wait, Emil or John?
Both.
Yeah, both. But we all know that if Tim went on there, it would be a landslide. A landslide. He's so good.
Yeah. I guess my least favorite John moment. I can't think of any. There's like one I really didn't like. Actually, another favorite moment for him is actually when he was singing like riding a horse. Riding a horse, gonna mow
yeah.
Captain Falcon, why are you dating that horse?
From the what's called Four Swords.
Captain Falcon voice. Captain Falcon.
Is that
sounds a lot like his Captain Olimar voice?
Yeah.
Captain Olimar.
About Steve.
I actually want to go back to a favorite sugar moment. I forgot this one sugar moment I loved. It was back there in TRG Coliseum and their own throw controllers. where Emil has to say a minute of how much he loves Paper Mario Superstars.
It was for
One minute of
charity.
good things about the show, about the game.
And then after 1 minute, he screams out, "Fuck!"
Yeah. Okay.
And then we realized it wasn't part of the thing, and he had to actually name something.
It was a typical.
And then someone donated $1,941 to make him
Yes, about Paper
say
Mario.
something nice about it.
It's your typical John troll.
Yeah. Also, okay.
Now here's a real challenge.
Sorry, I found my least favorite John moment, which is in Dokapon, which was in Dokapon Kingdom, where he did delay the one of the chapters where they need the Demolition Man. I was really hoping for some progress, but he was the first to stop it.
Yeah, was he in Darkling mode or did he kill someone?
No, he wasn't even. Oh, he wasn't even in Darkling mode. He just sent Emil back to South Africa, South America.
Oh.
Whoa.
He's 3 times, and then
Yeah,
killed him. Either Tim or John, but I'm pretty sure it was John.
and then it took like another real-time year, I believe, for
Yeah,
actual progress.
yeah.
Can I go next for my favorite
Yep.
worst moment?
What was yours?
My favorite John moment is my favorite John moment would have to be the EGAD's garage end where he won by pure luck.
Oh yeah,
Happening saved
I
everything.
mean, the way everyone
And,
wins
and
any
the
Mario
minigame.
Party.
Yeah, the EGAD's garage, the first one, not the rematch, was insane. I was shocked and laughing at the same time.
It was so epic that the game recording was corrupting.
Yeah, but it was still a good moment. As for my least favorite, would have to be I don't have any like specific least favorite for John, but if it's considered around John, then I would have to say where Emil did not know what Metropolitan Museum of Art is, and
I still
John
don't
was
know it.
furious mad. Metropolitan Museum of Art, that John was mad at Emil that he does not know that place existed.
And I still don't know the thing in general. The museum arc. I never knew it existed.
Is Wheel of Fortune? It was from Wheel of Fortune.
I know it's from your Wheel. I'm talking about the Metropolitan Museum of Art in general. I never knew it was a museum as well.
No,
And
it
then
was supposed to be art. A-R-T.
Art.
Yeah, and then
That's an arc.
and then John was so mad that he literally ranted like for like a while against Emil, just because of that one moment, and several other moments where pretty much John just lost it and then just wanted to punch Emil so bad.
Epic gamer moment.
Anyone else?
You know, in that same vein, the Link to the Past LP that went up recently, Chugga was in that one room in the forest, dungeon, Lost Woods, Dark World, and he was in that room, and John gave a hint that could have been worded much better, and I don't blame Emil for acting the way he did, but John got mad anyway.
What happened?
Maybe that's just me, though.
And you finished watching that. I stopped after Sugar was digging for a heart container.
Oh, sorry, I don't really watch that much of Link to the Past. I tried to get into it and then lost interest in like probably episode 5 or 6.
I've gotten like too busy, but I definitely want to watch it in my free time in the future.
How about should we also do 4-player favorite and least favorite moments, or no?
I would love to. I was about to ask that as well.
Oh, I can go first if you guys want me to.
Sure.
As for my favorite 4-player moment, my favorite moment is with Cute and Say, where Emil complimented on saying that Masay is cute, and then Masay was like all mad for like a few seconds, and then John said that I laughed so hard right there. I love it.
And then like Masay gave John a duster, but then realized, oh, it was something else, and then she actually said thank you.
Yeah, I laughed so hard. I cannot stop laughing after that. As for my least favorite 4-player moment, I would honestly say I forgot which episode this one. I forgot which LP this was, but I remember. I was thinking of a different LP. My least favorite 4-player moment was with Josh Jepson, where he did not see that bullet bill coming at all. I think that bullet bill that he did not see coming. It was from New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I forgot which world or level that one is, but he did not see that bullet bill coming at all, and everybody else was like, it was right there in front of you. How did you not see that? That's gotta be that was like, if you are you all do you all still not know that one? That moment was from Smart Bros. Wii, the second
bullet bill one.
Yeah, the bullet bill.
Yeah, I think I remember it. It's been a long time since I watched it.
It was from the same one as the John song.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah, the same one. The same song that John's sang about is the exact same moment where I cannot talk good enough. Where Josh completely did not see that bill, and he thought it was something else, and then everyone informed him that it was a bullet bill.
It's coming! It's coming! Well, guys, no, it's fine. It's coming! Why didn't you guys tell me?
Yes, finally. If anyone does not know, there might be a link in the description to know what I'm talking about, or just search it up in general.
Alright, go up next if you're done.
I think I'm all done. Someone else can do their favorite or least favorite play form moment.
Alright, so I could talk about 3, which would be Masay, Steven, and Josh. So starting with Masay, it would be during one of the Twitch streams. It was from Ultimate Chicken Horse, where Masay had to get through the top of the goal by herself, where she was on the other side of the barn.
I've seen that one before.
Yeah, she just had to keep wall jumping up, and everyone was telling her that she wasn't going to do it, but she, against all odds...
Everyone underestimated Masay.
Another favorite Masay moment.
Never underestimate Masay, no matter how cute she may seem.
Yeah. Another favorite Masay moment will be during 3D World. Wow, surprise. Anyways, it was during something mentioned that Sugar was a loser, and then Masay was a loser, and then Emil said, "Look, everyone, just saying that are losers," and that's when Masay broke.
Poor Masay.
And then during the outro, John said, "We'll be back while we get Masay a therapist," which was my favorite part. Worst Masay moment. It's hard to think of a bad Masay moment. Yeah, that's how good Masay is.
Yeah, Masay is really that good.
For best Steven moment, aside from the 1000 gem that he did, it would be just bombs in general. I love those bombs.
I mean, it's not the lamp.
And there's a lamp. I forgot about the lamp. I mean, I didn't forget about the lamp.
How can you forget the lamp?
And then there's also this one part where they finished the world, and then Tim farted right next to me, Steven. And then that's when he started to die. And the best part was that...
holding the lamp then.
Right. And then favorite Josh moment would be power. I have power. Where he can press the pause button, and then he screams out, "I have power and power and power." The best part, it was just so random. That's the best part. You just see them being so concentrated on a chords, getting a star coin, and out of nowhere, the game pauses. I have power!
Yeah, it just happens out of nowhere. This is basically TRG for you. Just randomness everywhere.
The random way, guys.
Anyone else?
Alright, so, I can keep mine pretty basic. So 4-player, I mentioned this a little earlier, but the entire Castle Crashers LP, because Jake is the best.
He really is. Jake, we miss you.
As for worst, I'm going to go a little different here and say that it's from the Super Smash N64 tournament. Wasn't really a fan of Luca Gin and Tonic and Drunkabells.
Oh, that moment. I love that moment a lot.
It was something. It just felt a little too awkward for me personally, and I can understand why some people would find it hilarious.
I know what you're talking about. I love that one. Oh man, I love that one moment. Just Drunkabells and Luca Gin
and Tonic.
All right, I forgot about that one. Puns galore. Everyone.
Like I said, I was gonna keep it simple. There you go. That's it.
Okay, who's next? Or is it everybody else?
Everyone else has their mic off except you, me, and Mr. Luigi.
And your boy.
Well, now, you was off a second ago. You don't make me try to look.
You have no proof.
I can do a screen capture right now and get you some proof, buddy.
That's me being unmuted. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Objection!
Objection overruled!
Dun 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 dun.
Copyright infringement.
Copyright infringement.
All right. So the next thing, I just want to ask you guys a question, just a simple question. What does TRG mean to you?
It means the runaway guys. Duh. Don't you know that? Isn't that why we're here?
No, I just forced you guys here as part of my contract. Part of my contract is an admin to server. Sorry.
What TRG means to me is that I will one day want to have a channel like them. Probably not like a group channel, but one day an LP channel and maybe like animation channel combined. That's what makes me want to be. It makes me feel like that because I will one day have a YT channel and hopefully be kind of like theirs, like inspiration from them. As well as animation. I love me some animation, and I will one day become like them, taking inspiration and referencing them a bunch. That's what TRG means to me.
Amen. For me, it'll just be a group of people who can actually define the word "let's play" in their own individual rights. But now, once they're together, they are Captain Planet of YouTube and Let's Play in general.
Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. With their powers combined, they are Captain Planet.
Captain Planet.
But in all seriousness, they're just people to make everyone happy whenever they're in a bad day or in a good mood, or if they're lonely or not. They're always there to just keep people entertained at least once or twice a week, and you can still watch their own LPs.
Yeah, that's nice. Can I go next?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
All right. I'm actually gonna read Kirbun's comment first. TRG proves that some people care about all the side modes and whatnot of games that most people don't even touch. And yeah, that I agree with. I think what TRG means is like a way like D people is able to entertain their fans and just enjoy games. They're not as popular like other collabs like Game Grump or We Rec to Play, but they're special to us for the people of Discord, and they are special to us. And they are very funny, very friendly, I guess, and they're good at playing video games, and we are happy to have them.
Well, that's arguable, depending on what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Amen, at least.
Yep.
To me, it was in an era of dwindling entertainment that I was no longer finding joy in my television or in my social circles. They were the sorts of entertainment that I went towards because I didn't even know that Let's Plays existed on the internet until I ran into Chugga and therefore the Runaway Guys.
To be fair, does TV bring entertainment to anyone nowadays?
Yeah, that's me.
Well, with the streaming services that we have now, we're starting to get some more quality stuff that you didn't get on traditional television.
Wait until you see me on TV.
I guess that doesn't really count as TV.
I did my word.
Anyone else? Or have we all gone?
I think that's everyone talking.
Well, to me, it just... oh gosh, I didn't think I'd actually have to say this. I was just the mastermind behind all of this.
I don't know. I've never been here.
I didn't do any actual work.
I've gone through school all this time by doing minimal work. Why can't I've gone through a podcast by doing minimal work?
Why can't I just
You
talk
could have.
improvise?
You could have not hosted a podcast.
Oh, good point. TRG to me, it just seems like one of those great channels that comes together, builds a great community, and its sole purpose is to just take the great personalities of these three, sometimes more, together and allow us to just have a good time. And they've done a lot with the popularity, doing things like now they're going on tour because they're doing TRG live from different theaters now. They've done the Coliseum, which was
and are still doing it
exactly to do charity donations, and they do throwing controllers already at a bunch of conventions to just bring every people together and just give them a good time. So that's what it means to me. It's just TRG is that little group that has a big influence, being able to bring joy to a lot of people.
I was also going to say when you mentioned Coliseum, one of the I think either one of the members or Family Jewels has confirmed Coliseum is coming up at, I think, July or June.
Oh yeah, Family Jesus is going to be.
Tim also confirmed that Coliseum 2 is coming during a Tetris 99 episode.
Hey, that's what we like.
Kirbun says TRG proves that some people care about all the side modes and whatnot of games that most people
just read that.
don't.
Oh yeah, you read that.
Although, as an example of that, Wii Party View, they went into a lot of modes, like the dancing game and the Feed Me mini game where you got to take the orders. And my younger sister loves when I do that stuff with her, but I feel like no one else gets exposed to it unless people like TRG show it off.
It's like you're making
because everyone's just like
fun.
Like, why would we go ahead? Why would we do this type of thing? We're just here to like play the mini games and the main boards. Why would we do any of this? TRG's just like, yeah, I'll do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, to wrap this up, everyone, considering this is the 10th
podcast of PressL2P.
It's number 10.
And our big topic has been just about TRG and everything about them instead of just focusing on one small aspect of them. It's just been this one big thing. If they were to come across this video someday, what would you guys want to say to them?
I am so sorry. We are really awkward with number 1 to 10.
And more
I
to
wasn't
come.
a part of 1 to 9, so...
I'm so sorry about so many pauses for the past few episodes.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry that I'm saying sorry, because I'm saying sorry too much, and this is my third apology.
If they see this, I would want to say you inspired me a lot when I went to have my own YT channel one day for not only LPs, but for some animations as well. So you guys do mean me in some ways. And I hope that you watch this video and know that everyone respects each other in every single way.
For me, I would say unofficially, this has been a great time to know this official channel. I love all of your work, and I do hope I can meet you someday, and we can be really good friends.
Amen.
Yep.
Thanks for showing me that this...
All right, no, everyone's spoken. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Thanks for showing me that this form of entertainment exists. It's how I actually have started doing stuff on my own, and I've been enjoying it a lot. And one of these days, I am going to save up for a convention, because I got to get out there.
One day we'll do a TRG meetup.
I hope I can get a ticket to any of the conventions they have, or at least to anything Nintendo related, because I want to do that so bad.
Yeah. And I guess I can speak for Kirbun that they are sorry that they're having some bad internet and they didn't get to talk this whole podcast, but that's what Kirbun has said for what you want to hear, TRG.
I think they were wanting to tell us that.
Oh, that too. Well, I
Jarsus?
mean, I guess Kirbun wanted to get their voice out. Like, you want to say something?
Don't worry, Kirbun, we are your voice now.
Yeah.
Which is probably not great for you to hear, I know.
Is this what you thought you sounded like?
I feel like I'm the only one that's been yelling a lot this podcast episode.
Hi.
But that's probably the TRG way.
And that's
yeah, everyone. I guess if I have anything to say, it's that thanks for everything you've done. You guys coming together, doing your thing, has allowed me to
host this podcast. I mean, I also like
it's really weird to say because I know how cliched it is to say, but yeah, TRG and everyone around it really, I guess with my, I guess I'll just say love for them. It really helped
we really
me,
care about you guys.
Yeah, be where I am today. You know, through TRG, met my best friend. Through TRG, I met my first girlfriend, and so everything about it, it's just like, this is nice
because of TRG.
This is nice.
They've run away with our heart.
And I would actually like to add one thing. If it wasn't for TRG didn't exist, then this Discord chat wouldn't exist. So we thank you for that as well.
Nor LGP wouldn't exist.
And that too. Someone else would have made it, but like,
But
Like,
it was
I'm
for a
serious.
different
We
reason.
all are gathered here today because of the Runaway guys. None of us would know anyone here if it wasn't for them.
I'll still be in Discord, but never in this chat.
That is true. So shoutouts to Discord, man.
And,
Chaos,
Discord.
chaos.
and also
Shout out
shout out
to Simple Flips.
Shout out to
And-
Runaway guys.
and shout outs to one PressL2 Pete. If Pete did not find the channel, oh my lord, what would he
We wouldn't
have
have these
ever
best moments about you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all could have never picked top 10s.
Thank you, PressL2 Pete. Never stop making top 10s unless if you need a break. Then we totally understand that.
Then stop making top 10s.
Hey,
I
Don't
mean,
look
I
at
was-
it, do what you want.
do what you want, LTV. You're cool with us, especially me.
We love you.
All right.
all do.
Well,
Uh,
I guess on behalf of everyone here, thanks for joining us for
Wait.
the 10th podcast.
Should we?
Number
We
We'll
gotta
see.
we gotta say their names. This is
Wait, I was gonna say something. We'll see you next year whenever we do another podcast. Just kidding, JK. As for now, our next episode will be somewhere soon. I guess 2 or 3 weeks once Joker's out, so we can talk about Ultimate.
or more
Yeah.
than that.
More than
What?
it's just gonna be Ultimate in general.
Or it could
No, I'm
be,
gonna say he's gonna take more than 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, maybe more 2 3 weeks, maybe 3 months, maybe the whole year.
No, guys, he's coming out tomorrow, April 1st, because April Fools, Joker.
But
Yeah, no.
anyways, maybe next episode will be Ultimate, or maybe even more because the Switch has been a little over 2 years old.
Oh yeah, we
Wait,
can talk about
me,
Switch.
Animal
That could be a
Crossing.
different time. For
You know
now, we
what
can
turns
do
2
it.
years old very soon? Labo.
yeah.
Okay, this has been
This has been sponsored by Labo.
TRG do Labo.
This has been episode 10 or 11 for PressL2Podcast, and I am AceTheRockruff. You can find me in Discord. You can find me in other channels as well, channel service as well. So I'm not that active, but I will be there. And yeah, basically that.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure to find me if you're curious of how I do everything. Even though I'm just kind of lazy, but I also do some drawings on my own time. Sometimes for TRG, sometimes for myself. Sometimes just for fun.
All right. And yeah. And
You can
anyone else
find-
want to say goodbye? Goodbye. This has been.
Goodbye from Azran, who has
Yeah,
joined
this
the
is-
podcast for the first time. You can find me at any place where my name shows up.
This has been LordGamerJarsus. You can follow me on Twitter at GamerJarsus501. And yep, I will be seeing it. I'm very active on Discord, and I'll see you guys later.
I have a lot of identity crisis, so I have many names. I mean, wait, no, that's not me. My name is Anttie, and you can find me on Twitter at Anttie Ann, and also my Discord, square root of pi, hashtag 8025. Yeah, I'm the doctor.
Okay.
Best admin.
I am the best admin. These people know.
No, touch
so-
me, man.
Stop
Um,
Civil War in here.
I'm Kirbun. I'm really really active. You'll mostly just see me in comments. I'm Handsome Fumli on YouTube, and I'm active on my Switch. Sometimes you might see me. If you see Kirbun, that's
both.
me.
I'm
And at the
also
end of the day, I guess we're all runaway guys.
We'll be too soon, I'm just kidding.
Also, forget to
And
mention-
I've been your host, Mr. Luigi. You don't need to find me, because I've already found you.
That's creepy.
Oh.
I'm calling
That's not
cops.
creepy at all.
and don't forget,
Time to open up my phone quickly. Wait, don't end the podcast. One sec.
I also forgot to mention you can also find me on the Nintendo Switch most of the time because I play Smash a lot. But sure, if you want, yeah, just check my.
Xavier wants to know if Mr. Luigi is stalking us, and that's a valid question.
That is true. Are you stalking us?
As long as I don't answer, you guys won't know.
That's
I
the
can't
end.
make some.
This has been episode 10.
This was the Runaway Podcast.
So, you guys have a pretty huge fandom online. Do you ever go on Tumblr and browse through your tags and find interesting things?
Yes, we do.
I'm proud to say I don't have a Tumblr, and I don't think I've ever used the site.
I don't have a Tumblr, but I do know many
Yep.
people who are on there.
Yeah.
I've seen many interesting things.
What's the most interesting thing that you've seen?
Very detailed descriptions of what I would look like as a girl. I'm trying to think of what else here. Pairings with various people trying to actually analyze my mentality. Thanks, no. People trying to like analyze my mentality, being like, all right, this is what I think he's thinking when he does this one move in this one game. Just weird things like that. It's kind of all over the board.
I like the analyzing of my mentality with my Wheel of Fortune answers.
Like
going like, okay, that's how he came up with this.
So he's officially the world's worst Wheel of Fortune player. So
we did a Let's Play of Wheel of Fortune, and yeah,
So
it needs to be seen to be.
He thought the Metropolitan Museum of Art was the Metropolitan Mutant of Arc, because those were the only words he could think of that would fit in there.
There was Calibrary Cuff Paula Deen instead of Celebrity Chef Paula Deen.
Yeah.
There was one time where I had the BA blank bridge. And I went through all those. I was like the Ba bridge, the Bab bridge, the Back bridge, the Bad bridge. Like I went through like every letter. Then when I finally got to Y, the 25th letter, doing them in order, I was almost out of time to answer. And I'm like, oh, the Bay bridge. I was considering the Bag bridge.
Meanwhile, the rest of us were just going like, are you serious? Are you serious? Dude, there's only so many letters on the board. Why are you doing this? It's terrible.
Well, I had to like do trial and error. I mean, there was only one letter left. I wanted to make really sure that I was right.
You just really wanted to win.